Tell me something. When you dream, what language do you hear? Not what language you speak when you are awake. Not the one you use at work or at the grocery store or when someone asks you to repeat yourself because your accent confused them. I mean the language inside the dream, the one that just happens, without trying, without choosing dot, because for immigrants that answer is never simple. And the reason it is not simple says everything about what it actually means to leave one country and build a life inside another. Here is something that will stop you. Mother tongue, the language you were born into, the one your name sounds right in, the one you learned to say I love you in before you even understood what love meant. That language does not just live in your mouth, it lives in your nervous system, in your memories, in the part of your brain that stores the smell of your childhood kitchen and the sound of rain on a roof you will probably never sleep under again. That language is not just how you speak, it is how you feel, and when you moved, you did not leave it behind. You carried it inside you, into every room in this new country, into every awkward silence where you searched for a word that does not exist here, into every moment you laughed 1 second too late at a joke because you were still translating. You carried it, all of it, every single night when you close your eyes. Scientists who studied the bilingual brain found something that no immigrant needed. Science, to confirm the language your brain uses in dreams, is the language where your deepest emotions live. Not your most useful language, not your most fluent language, the most felt one. And for most immigrants in the beginning, that is always the first language. Always home, but then something happens that nobody warned you about. One morning you wake up, and the dream was in the new language, fully, completely. And you lie there, confused, unsettled, almost guilty, because something shifted in the night without asking your permission. The new country got inside your sleep, inside the one place you thought was still completely yours. Some immigrants feel proud when this happens. Finally fluent. Finally here. Some immigrants feel like they lost something they can never get back. Both feelings are true at the exact same time, and then there are the dreams that do something even stranger. They switch. Without reason, you are speaking the other one. Two languages, one dream. As if your brain gave up trying to choose and decided to carry both at once. That is not a malfunction. That is the most accurate portrait of what you are. You are not someone who left one world and entered another. You are someone who is permanently living in the space between two worlds. Speaking to languages in your sleep is not confusion. It is honesty. It is your mind finally telling the truth about what immigration actually costs and what it actually builds. It costs you a single, simple, uncomplicated identity, the kind that people who never left take completely for granted, the kind where you always know exactly which version of yourself to be, and it builds something rarer, something most people will never have, the ability to feel the world in two completely different ways, to carry two childhoods, two versions of grief, two versions of joy, to hear a word in your mother tongue and feel something in your chest that has no translation. You are one of the only people in that room who will ever feel exactly that thing in exactly that way. That is not a burden. That is a gift that came wrapped in pain. The psychology verdict is this: immigrants dream in two languages because they did not immigrate alone. They brought an entire world with them, a language, a childhood, a self that existed before borders and visas and starting over. And every night when they sleep, both worlds show up, because neither one ever agreed to leave. Asterisk, if your dreams have ever switched languages, you already know everything this video just said. Share it with someone who will feel it the same way you did. Subscribe to the Psychology Review. Every week we say the things immigrants carry that the world has no words for. Click the next video. It will find you exactly where you are.